What is going on, guys? This is the exact meta ads campaign strategy that I used to book for my SMMA 130 calls a month on Autopilot. And I'm not shitting with you. This is the most important thing. I am not shitting with you. So now you're going to see the proof. I'm going to show you this exact process. And honestly, just stick to the fucking end of the video. I am going to explain absolutely everything from the beginning till the end. In which point do you have to apply this strategy? What are the results that I got? 130 sales calls booked. Then also, what are the settings that I use for this campaign? The ad sets, the audiences, the ads copy structure, ads framework for the creatives, the lead forms or the conversion actions I use, the appointment setting, the automations, absolutely everything is going to be explained in this video. And when I'm saying 130 calls a month, I'm not shitting with you. This is 130 calls a month. So please pick yourself a fucking coffee and pick yourself a fucking pen and paper, because you will have to write down some things that you will want to apply to your agency, and I'm not going to hold anything back. So that is the reason why you have to see this video from the beginning till the end, because all the damn information is going to be crucial for you just to fucking copy paste this strategy, man. You want to get to 10K a month, you should just do this, man. But anyway, let's just start with it. First of all, who is this for? This is for agency owners making from 3 to 5K a month in cash collected, not contracted revenue of any of that stuff, because you want to have some budget, some room to test. You want to test some creatives, you want to test some audiences, see what works the best, etc., etc. You might not be as good as I am, even though you copy me. So, you know, a lot of things can happen. I was personally at 7K a month, and this is for agency owners which have a proven offer and experience selling, that they are decent at least, all right? I do not recommend this to people that do not have experience selling to cold prospects from cold outbound, because how the fuck are you going to know if an offer is going to sell if you never really sold it to anyone, man? Why are you going to invest thousands of euros into an offer if you have no fucking feedback, if it's any good to the market? That's not a good idea. That's recipe for disaster. And this is for agency owners who want to scale the agency, of course, all right? So apart from who is this from, I'm going to quickly explain you the results that I've got for myself. The objective that I had to myself is to get the maximum number of qualified prospects to show to my sales calls. That is why, well, pretty often, since I just wanted to maximize, I was just booking anyone and everyone to my calendar, because I wanted to maximize the number of calls, honestly, not qualified calls. Deep down, I wanted qualified calls, but well, not everything can be perfect, all right? So I basically got 40 qualified shows from a total amount of 60 total show-ups, from a total amount of 130 books. 130 books. I sold 4 clients, all right? I have to say that I removed them, so like those 20 guys that showed up but weren't qualified. I just didn't pitch them. As soon as I could, I disqualify them, and I went into the next one or to do something more important. And yes, I sold 4 clients. It was more or less 10% sales conversion rate. More or less, no, 10% sales conversion rate, which is not the best, not the worst, is okay. Cost per acquisition, 230 euros, quite cheap, so I'm happy with that. Qualifiers that I should have used, but I didn't, were revenue, how much revenue was the business doing itself, how much team did they have, and knowledge on digital marketing, because I realized something. When a prospect knows what you're talking about, they are going to be more likely to buy that shit. If I do not know something, look, I've got a friend which proposed me to invest into African art pieces. You know, I do not know shit about African art pieces. Just because I'm black doesn't mean that I know about that. So You know what? I say to him, let me think about it, because I didn't want to invest into something that I didn't know. What about crypto? I've got crypto, man, but I didn't got African art pieces because I didn't know that. Maybe it was a better idea, but since I didn't know that, I didn't buy that shit, all right? It's the same with digital marketing. If you have a prospect that knows about digital marketing, he's just going to be more likely to buy, all right? So I'm going to explain you the shit that I used to track all my results. Basically, I invested 30 euros a day during this month of July. Then I got a total amount of 175 leads, as you can see here. I was tracking this at the end of every day, so it's quite accurate. Then I had a total amount of 130 books into my calendar, all right? Then the appointment booking ratio was basically 75%. If I wanted to make it more qualified, I could have made it to be maybe 50%. Then also the cost per appointment was about 7 euros, which is ridiculously cheap. Then I disqualified a total amount of 30 people, no, not 20, 30 people. Disqualified and cancelled. This is a little bit tricky. It's not 100% perfect tracked. Then show up, I had 61, all right, not 60, 61. And cost per show, my cost per show was 15 euros. So in total, I had a total amount of 4 sales, and the cost per acquisition was 226.09 euros, all right? The sales conversion rate is a little bit skewed, because it's not taking into account the qualified calls. It's taking into account just the calls that showed up. That's why it's a little bit different. But yeah, this is basically it. Now I'm going to go into the detail for what you came here for. The details, the campaign, the settings, the source, you like that stuff. I'm going to show that to you. So the campaign is a lead gen campaign that I set on 30 euros a day, all right? And about the campaign, the audience settings, is basically optimized for maximum number of conversions of leads, is on only mobile devices, placements, only IG, Instagram, because I've got my branding of my agency in Instagram, not in Facebook, really. Demographics, 30 to 60 years old, only males, and Spain. I target the whole country of Spain. Maybe my cost per acquisition or my cost per booked call was lower because it's like Spain is not like the US. You could argue that it's not the same, But anyway, it's going to work in the US. Maybe you have to pay 50% more, but you're still making a shit ton of money, man. Just like I did. So maybe not as much, but you have to stay okay with that. But interests, remodeling, and or marketing strategy and lead generation. Sometimes I tested marketing strategy and lead generation, and sometimes I tested marketing strategy, lead generation, and remodeling, just to make it more target. All right. Now I'm going to show you what the campaign, fucking hell, I've got so many audiences in this campaign. I believe it is this one. And yeah, basically it's quite easy. For instant forms, maximize the number of conversions of leads. Then, Spain, the whole country target. You can see it here, the whole country target. Also, 25 to 65, this is a different audience. I think the audience that I was looking was this one. Previously, no, yeah, 25 to 65. I do not know exactly why, but this is it. Men, only men. Interest, digital marketing, and marketing strategy. Lead generation should have put as well. Sometimes I test different, but actually it's the same shit always. Anyway, locations, I only put platform of Instagram in the, this is a lot of audiences, man. In the audiences that I actually scaled, I only use Instagram, not Facebook. And also I put only phone. I don't want this ad to appear on computer because I know that people are less likely going to convert. Now that I've showed you about the audience settings, I'm going to explain the ad structure. So the copy structure is very simple. I just use one copy because I'm a guy that believes that if you want to sell something for your business, just sell that thing. Like, you don't need to test 100 different copies, because I want someone that is interested in this. I want someone which has this pain point, which is going to resonate with this. And yes, I could try different styles, but the result is pretty much going to be the same, you know. So basically, the copy structure, first 3 lines, I basically call the audience and I call out their pain point. The second paragraph, I deep into their pain point. The third paragraph, I put value proposition. The fourth paragraph, I put guarantee and risk reversals. Fifth paragraph, I put some urgency. And seventh paragraph, I put a call to action. And the last paragraph, I actually put a little bit of a qualifier, which is not here. I'm going to correct it. Qualifier. Yes, I don't know how to speak English. It's basically a qualifier to just say we only work with remodeling companies making over 30 grand a quarter. All right, fill in this form only if you qualify for this. Basically, that is what it says. But about my copy, so that you actually can understand it, is: do you want to grow your remodeling business? Do you struggle to grow because you don't know how to get projects on a continuity basis, like consistently? Well, word of mouth is going to get you to survive but not to grow. You depend on what you get, and this you cannot control. Sometimes you grow a little bit more, sometimes you reduce in even more than what you grew. So in general, you're plateaued. In Neongen Barcelona, which is my agency, we solve this problem. We will create and manage ads campaigns more effective. This is going to be super useful for you to get a consistent flow of projects and clients, and we're going to get you more clients every week, assured, like guaranteed. Also, we are the first prospecting agency. I like to say prospecting agency in Spain that guarantees results and revenue. Minimum, we're going to get you 2 complete projects every quarter. If you want to grow your agency really without platforms or subcontracts and all that stuff, then fill in this form now to claim your area, because we only work with 1 or 2 people per area. And this is completely true, because if I do work with more, my campaigns flop or it's difficult to advertise for everyone. And we only work with remodeling companies making over 30 grand a quarter in revenue, and fill in this form only if you qualify with this. Basically, that is it. I'm going to explain to you, show to you. Basically, I had a different approaches. I had 3 copies, to be completely honest. I didn't just have one, I had 3. But the one that I scaled the most was this one. Let me just show to you. Yeah, basically this is my copy, and then it is about, let me remove this. Then it is about the ad framework. Super important, so that you attract the right audience, is that you use a personal video. You want to show yourself. I leverage myself, my identity. I'm a person that communicates very well on the camera, so I basically leverage that. If you do not communicate well on the camera, just start with it, because eventually at one point on your career, you're going to have to develop that skill, or you're going to always be behind. All right. So basically, I catch my audience with my construction helmet. Super important, because only the people that work in construction are going to actually engage with this video. Fuck, there's a guy walking with a construction helmet on the street, man. Like, what's this video? I've got to see it. That's how I'm able to attract the right people into my ad. You know, some people have struggled because they are not able to attract the right eyeballs to the ad, because they're missing these kind of points. All right. So basically, what I say is actually choose the same as the copy. I follow the same script, and I try to make it dynamic. Super important. Something has to be constantly changing. Something has to be constantly shifting, you know. because you want to make it engaging. In this ad, for example, I am sat on next to a road where people just come by and pass behind me, and cars are going behind me as well, and it's somewhat entertaining. There's some ads, others where I basically walk on the street. There are some ads that I do, I change the POV, or I change the angle of the camera so that people like see some change, but you want to make it a little bit engaging. All right, these are the ads which are going to have the lowest cost per click, cost per lead, sorry, based on my experience at least. And they work very well for me, honestly. So that you see, this is it.
¿Quieres hacer crecer tu empresa de reformas? ¿Te cuesta crecer porque no sabes cómo
And
conseguir
also
obras?
something I sometimes do is to speed it up, maybe on 1.1, just to make it more dynamic, make it more pitchy, so that people can see it completely and is engaging. It's like, whoa, it's insane, blah, 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 blah. Basically that, But that is it. About the ad itself, is quite self-made, is quite, rustic, if you want to call it like that. I edit it myself. It's not important. The important is the offer. I focus on the offer. The offer is good. People book, people convert, people sell. That is the most important thing. Now, let's talk about something different, which is basically the conversion action. The conversion action is a lead form. It's put on quality mode, not volume, super important. I could have received more leads, but always I try to focus on quality because it's going to save me time. I remind them on the offer, on the lead form, and I still urgency. I'm going to show you an example. Well, it's right here basically. This is the offer again. We are going to get you 2 more complete projects every quarter. Fill in this form so that you can claim your area. We only work with 1 or 2 businesses per area. Basically, then first I use is a qualifying screening question. I should have used more. Now I realize, because I had a high volume and I didn't need to take so much sales calls. I should have used maybe a couple more qualifying questions. Wouldn't have been bad, but honestly, that's it. I'm no longer running those campaigns. I'm running more sophisticated ones. I'm going to show in another video, but this is going to be useful, at least so that you can start getting leads and you can start closing more deals, and then you can do the more sophisticated way that I'm going to show you in another video. But then I also ask them about their quarter revenue on average. I ask them what city do they work in, the name of the business, their name, their email, and their phone number. Then they go into the confirmation site, the confirmation page of the lead form. But I say to them that they are not done yet. There's one last step. You have to book in a call. You have to book in a call to apply to talk to us, because we only work with 1 people per area, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. We redirect them from the lead form to the booking link, not even to a landing page, directly to the booking link, where you have to fill in again the name, the email, and the phone number, which is very good, because if their Facebook phone number is not good, they are going to get it good here. If they didn't get it good here, at least they got it good on the Facebook lead form. So it's a double. Sometimes you've got 2 phone numbers. So when people make a mistake, you can test both, But anyway, apart from that, you want to ask the decision maker question in the calendar link. You want to do that in a very indirect way, indirect frame, so that you get the truth. And also, and it's not invasive, it's not too aggressive, it's not too intrusive. That's what I wanted to say. You need to be indirect in some situations. And I made them to put a comment on how can we help your business, and I actually forced them to write stuff, because I just received a shit ton amount of volume of calls, and therefore I just wanted to have more qualified people into my calendar. All right. So more highly interested would be the word. So I'm going to show to you how the lead form was, so that you can see it. Basically a photo, remodeling, the offer, the call to action and the urgency, Qualifying question: do you know how to do complete projects? I don't want people that want to do in the future. No, are you doing them right now? Do you know how to do that? What is your quota revenue? In which city do you work in? Do you work in? And the name of your business. Then name, email, phone number, and then they go to the calendar link, which is basically this link from here. They select a slot in the calendar and they put their name, they put their email, they put their phone number, and then we ask them. We need to make sure that every business partner is going to be in this meeting, because for us it's very important to be aligned. So can you confirm that every business partner is going to be present in this meeting? Otherwise, we will not be able to make you an offer. And they say, yes, I confirm, no, or I am alone, I don't have no business partners. All right. Then is when they actually put a comment. Say to us or comment us, how can we help your business? And they have to put a comment in here. And finally, the appointment is booked. All right. This is it. Now, this is the appointment setting stage. Every time a user submits an instant form on Facebook, they are added in an automated workflow, which consists of the following. If in the following 10 minutes they book a call themselves, we receive a confirmation Slack new message, new appointment message. All right. Then they get into the new appointment workflow, and my VA calls them to confirm the details and make sure they qualify, and they confirm about the other decision makers, because they booked here and they said that, for example, they didn't have. We want to double check that. We want to double check if they do have and they say that they are going to be on the meeting. We want to know who it is, so that on the call I can say, I expected this person to be here, and it's like, no, but he's not going to be able to be today because, okay, cool, let's just book another day, because like I'm not going to have a meeting to lose my time. Or if, for example, I say that I was supposing this person to be, they come in 5 minutes. They will come 100% sure. These users have to wait 5 minutes. Okay, we'll start in 5 minutes. I'm going to take a coffee and I come back. All right. This is what it is for, basically, to double check all the information. And then if they do not book a call themselves in the next 10 minutes, then we get a Slack notification for a new lead message. All right. Then the VA calls to confirm the details that they give to us in the lead form, and we make sure they qualify first before booking them into my calendar, and we get the decision makers that are relevant. All right. We want to make sure that, okay, once they qualify, once they are booked, we get the decision makers. Do you make decisions yourself? Do you have a business partner? Do you share your business with your daughter? Whatever the fuck it is. And when the appointment is booked, then we receive a confirmation new appointment message in Slack. All right, this is everything. Now I've actually shown you everything. Now the only thing that you need to do is apply this, take action, and you will close deals and you will get clients. And then you'll be able to call me, or you'll be able to write me a message on Instagram, @SantosOpomoede, and tell me, bro, your video was so fucking useful. I made 5K this month. And then you apply to my one-on-one mentorship, because I'll help you scale your agency. Now I'm going to show you though, the notifications that I got in my Slack because of all of these appointments. This is August, not July, but this is just an example. And the workflow is very simple, very straightforward. You don't need to overcomplicate. Really, the workflows and all this technical stuff is the slowest part, like is the least relevant part. But anyway, this is basically everything. I basically broke down into pieces how did I make it so I could book 130 calls a month on Autopilot for my Facebook ads campaigns. And I hope it was so fucking useful to you. You can just apply this shit and make a shit ton of money. If you like the video, please subscribe. You're going to get more videos like this that I'm going to be posting. Like it because it's actually free. It's going to motivate me. And yeah, basically for those reasons, because you're a good guy. I know you're a good guy. I'm going to wait so that you like and subscribe. Why don't you like and subscribe? And also you can comment the video. You can put if has been useful, if you had any questions so I can respond to you. But honestly, if you want a response, I'm going to be way faster if you go to my Instagram and type me something and I'll respond to you there. I'm quite more active and I'll just give the help that you need. I hope it was super helpful and see you on the next one.